Hi, this is Bridget Tullo back with you again, coming from Health Coach Certifications, and I want to thank you so much for being here. I've been reading your emails, and I want to say thank you for the responses because I get that there are some questions and that you've been doing this. Perhaps some of you have been doing this for a while and are just feeling the need for some real guidance, right, in your coaching business. And so I'm hoping that these videos are truly helpful for you. Today we're going to be covering pricing and pricing structures, and it's so crucial, and it's one of those big questions that coaches have a lot. And I have some really key things that I want to share with you that are going to make a huge difference in your pricing. But before that, let me remind you, if you've not had a chance to see video 1 and video 2, please make sure you go back and do that. Video 1 covers some really basic foundational things that you need to have in place in order to be super successful. And there's a free PDF download in there as well. So, we're targeting on who it is that you're really serving and really understanding the value of getting online and getting outside of your local community. And even if you travel to do speaking engagements, I'm talking about really utilizing the power of being online and the worldwide reach 24/7 that it really has. And video 2, one of the most common mistakes that I find among entrepreneurs, online entrepreneurs, coaches, is that we don't start to grow our email list, our subscribers, our audience until we're way deep into our coaching after months and years. We still may not have a sizable list, and that's really where the asset comes in terms of your business. So make sure you go back, grab those downloads, and let's go ahead and dive into the conversation of pricing and how do you price your services, and even beyond that. Right, I want to bring this full circle. So everything we've been talking about is going to come together in this discussion about pricing today. And the reason I say that is because, in video 1, as I just said, we are talking about expanding your reach. Okay, getting online. And again, it's not just about location, although that's a big part of it, but it's about being able to automate your services. And, same thing with the email subscribers. We want to be able to automate certain things. We want to give you, as a coach, the ability to leverage your time and your energy and your resources. And being online is such an incredible way to do that. And it really plays into your pricing structure. We talked a little bit about this idea of trading your time for money, right? If you're coaching for an hour, this is the fee you charge. I want you to start to think about access to you as a real premium. Okay, your time is your most limited resource, period. You can always make more money. You can always make more courses. You can always write another ebook. You can always do something else, get another speaking engagement. You can always do something else, but your time is what is so limited. You cannot make more time. And when that workday is done, you don't get it back. So whatever you did to serve others, to serve yourself and your family and the lifestyle you want to have, whatever you did to generate income that day, those hours are gone. How you choose to spend your time is your single most precious resource and decision. And that's why I think I have so much appreciation for you being here on this video today, because I know your time is precious, and I'm trying to put as much as I can in these little capsules, these little videos for you to get as much juice from them as you can. There is a free download I want to go ahead and mention that you grab that today. That's going to have your pricing structure that I'm going to be covering inside of that. So make sure you do get it. But so let's talk about this idea of your time is your most valuable resource, and access to you one-on-one as a coach should be your premium pricing. So we think about it as a pyramid, right? And so that's at the very top. Access to you, an hour with you, 90 minutes with you, that's a premium. So you don't have to have a number in mind yet, okay, for what you want to charge for that service, but that should be at the top, okay? And everything else is going to come in layers underneath that, right? I want you to begin to think about what else you can offer. Now, if you're like me, when I started out coaching, I did one-on-one and I also did groups. And I enjoyed doing groups. I love the aspect and the dynamic of it and the conversation of it. And I also like leveraging, right? So people could have access to me at a lower price because I charge a certain amount for one-on-one and then a lower rate individually for the group. But I actually made more money from that hour because I had more participants, right? So underneath your individual one-on-one time, you can have groups. Now, groups can be in person, of course. They can be online. They can be on Skype. There's a lot of platforms for doing this. But that would be a lower level rate that you would charge underneath your one-on-one time. Okay, so now we're starting to set up the structure. And so you'll start to see that underneath that, right, there's going to be other layers. And the other thing that's really beautiful about this is that you begin to see how you can have multiple sources of revenue streams. So maybe you've got a handful of clients that you see one-on-one, probably not as many as the other ones you'll serve here, right? Because that's your premium. And then you may have a group or two or three that you lead. And then underneath that, you're going to have another service. Now, some suggestions, and one thing, I've done several of these. One of my favorites is to create a course. Now, a course can be time intensive at the beginning, right? Because you have to create the content. But a course can be really in-depth and really enriching. And you can add access to you through things like a weekly call or a monthly call, or you could add access to you through, you can reach me 24/7 through email, things like that. So you can kind of guide them through the course if you like to add that feature on there. That could even be an upsell, right? If you want to, this is the fee for the course. If you want, the extra guidance, then this is my fee for that as well. So you're starting to see how you've got one-on-one, groups, courses might be your next option, right? And so underneath that, now a course may be, it's going to be less expensive than one-on-one time with you, but it may be more expensive than something like an ebook. Now let's say you put together a mini ebook and it's all about, right, how to help your audience, right? So we've already gotten specific about what you are an expert in. So that makes material much easier, right? And, maybe you're thinking ebooks are not for me or I'm not a writer. There's a lot of ways to go about this, okay? It doesn't have to be one exact way, but it's about finding what's going to work for you. There are, if you like to speak, but you don't like to write, there's services out there where you speak your book and they'll transcribe it for you. I mean, I want you to get outside of thinking about limited ideas, right? There's a lot of ways to do things out there, and I really want to expand, your horizons on that as well. So, start to think about what else you could offer. Another idea is I had downloadable meditations, right? And they were very inexpensive. So that meant that someone who liked what I had to say and found value in what I had to say, but perhaps was not ready to take on a course or take on coaching, but they wanted to have something that, came from me personally and something that would enrich their lives. And so meditation, for $5 for a download, that's very affordable. And it's something that they can have long term, right? Once they own it, it's theirs forever. And so you start to see how this structure works. Now, how amazing would it be if you had all these things in place, right? You had your online business structure, your target market, you've got your email subscribers, and now you've got all these beautiful offerings and different ways for people to access you, right? So when you go to bed at night, someone could be buying and downloading your meditation. When you go on vacation, someone could be signing up for your course. And when you start to see how this can grow, it gets really exciting, right? Because I know that you love what you do, and I know that passion is what got you into this business. So you can tap into that passion, serve people in multiple ways, and really grow your business to the point of having a truly exceptional lifestyle. That's the message from these video training series that I want to share with you. Now, I do want to make sure that you grab the download because it's going to have it, written out for you. This payment structure, this offering structure that you have for your audience. And you can fill in what services, what products you think would resonate with you and that you would be interested in creating. Does it take some time? Of course. It's going to take some time to grow these things. But that's okay, right? Because what we're doing is we are creating a pipeline, right? You could go out tomorrow and get a job or a salary where you earn X amount of money for a certain number of hours of work. But what I would like for you to do is to get outside of that and to realize if you put in the planning and the effort to build these systems, then they start to work for you. Okay? And your income, your reach becomes exponential. And that's truly exciting. I do have a special offer for you, because I know that it's easy to hear all of these things and to get a plan in place, but sometimes you don't know quite where to start or what's right for you, or you want an expert coach, somebody who's been there and done that to guide you through. And so that's the offer that I'm going to have for you. I'm putting together a special package, and you're going to see what it is when I send out the email tomorrow. And see if it's right for you. See if this is something that you would like some guidance with, because you know now that it's possible. And I'm here to tell you it is. It's absolutely possible. I live this. I love it. And I want to share it with you. So please keep your eye out on your inbox for this offer I've created for you as a coach. And comment below if you have some questions, or keep emailing me. Certainly you can reply to this email and I'll answer your questions. And this has been Bridget Tello, and I'm so excited to have hopefully helped you through this journey of building your online coaching practice. And open your email tomorrow.